All right, in today's English language lesson, I am going to talk about American culture and finger foods. So, a finger food is something that you can eat with your fingers, but it typically is something small that can only be eaten with your fingers. So, a sandwich would not necessarily be a finger food because think of a sandwich, it's bigger. You would hold it like with your hand. So I would not call a sandwich a finger food unless you have one of those small sandwiches that are like cut in fourths or like have the little pieces of bread. You'll sometimes see them in the grocery store. They're like teeny weeny pieces of bread, like this big, that you could hold with just two fingers. That would be considered finger food. But otherwise, finger food would be something on a cracker. It would be little cubes of cheese. So if you can stab it with a toothpick, it would also be finger food. Um, Chicken. Here's something funny. Chicken can be a variety of different kinds of food. So if you have fried chicken, so chicken with like a crunchy outside, you can hold that in your hands. It's not technically called finger food necessarily, but it can be eaten with your fingers. However, baked chicken that can be cut needs to be used with knife and fork. It would be considered rude to take baked chicken and pick it up with your fingers and simply eat it. Fried chicken on the bone, you can. Baked chicken on the bone, you cannot. You can eat chicken like chicken nuggets that are very small pieces. You can eat with your fingers, but typically cut up chicken, you would either stab with a toothpick or eat with a fork. Now, some of you can argue with me if you have seen other things in polite society, not poor table manners. I'm saying in an acceptable place. Share it below because I think some of these fun little quirks in American culture are neat and are an opportunity to talk and to learn about culture and language. Um, Also, finger foods are foods that you can eat on the go. So, on the go being a phrase meaning it can be takeout, but like you can go to a restaurant for takeout, food that you pick up and bring home, but it's not finger food. Um, Finger food can be like French fries, something you eat on the go while you are traveling. You can reach into the bag and pull the food out. Um, a sandwich would be something you can eat on the go when you're traveling. A sit down meal can be takeout, so you can get takeout, bring it home, and sit down and eat it. But takeout, okay, so takeout does not have to be on the go food, it can also be sit down food. Takeout just means you get it at the restaurant and bring it home. Um, it used to be more stuff that you would eat on the go. So fast food was food that you ate on the go in your car. So I know this is kind of a confusing lesson this time. Sorry, my leg is sticking to my chair. There's a snag. So what has been one thing, this is my question for you to put in the comments, those of you who are using these lessons or benefiting from them. What is one thing you have found about table manners and food names in the United States that's a little bit weird? Share it in the comments below, and please share these videos with other English language learners. My accent is a more northern accent. So I live in the Great Lakes region, which is the area of like Ohio, upper New York, not the city of New York City, but the state of New York, Indiana, Chicago, Illinois, Wisconsin. I live in that area. It's called the Great Lakes region. And so my accent is typical of that region. As you know, in America, we have a more Eastern accent that tends to speak more through their nose. You have a Southern accent, typically more the Southeast, where you have the Southern drawl I'm not even going to try to imitate it. But it's a Southern accent. Texas also has their own kind of Southern accent. And then you have a Western accent, which is a little bit more like mine. I don't think people in California sound very different from me. But if you're trying to learn various accents, that will tell you about the region that I'm from. And so not only is my accent different, but our culture in different parts of the US is different, and things that are considered appropriate or inappropriate are different. So if you have any questions about America culture, American language, American accents, please ask them in the comments below and share this video with others. And I will come to you with another English language lesson based on your questions. I will see you in the next video. Bye.